In this video, we got episode 1 of the series where I rate and improve your guys' team. I did this series last year for about 40-50 episodes. You guys will send me your teams on Twitter at evantanaka1010. I'll post up a tweet saying, asking for teams, and then you guys will reply to that tweet with your squad, and then you guys do have a chance to be featured in these videos. So I think we have about 8 squads for this video, and I'm just going to go through, give you guys my best ratings and best suggestions to help improve your team. So like I said, if you guys want to be featured in the next video, go follow my Twitter, Tanaka1010, and look for the tweet where I do ask for you guys to send in your squads. So looking at the first team here from Virgil, he's got a very good team. We got Donovan Mitchell, Victor, AK, Blake, Gobert, very good starting lineup, and even off the bench, a very good bench. But what I would do personally, I would get rid of Andre Drummond. Unless you're a big Pistons fan or you love the card, what I would do is I would move Gobert to your backup center, Blake Griffin to your starting center, move Banchero to your starting power forward. So your starting lineup would be like D Mitch, Victor, AK, Banchero, and then Blake. Have Gobert as your backup center, and then all we now need is a backup power forward. And I do see you got that Ben Wallace, even Jeremy Shohan can run that power forward spot. If you have Amethyst Giannis, you could use him. There's a bunch of different power forwards you could run with, but overall this team is very good. So my rating out of 10 before I made the suggestion, I would say is probably like a 9 to 9.5. This is a very good team for this time of the year. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. So yeah, what I would do, Gobert to the backup center position, Blake to the starting center, Banchero to the starting power forward. That's your starting lineup completed, and then I would just get a better backup power forward, whether you want to use that Ben Wallace, Jeremy Shohan, or maybe get a guy like Giannis. But overall, a very good looking team. Next team here comes in from TypeOne. He says Paulo is the Evo Diamond version, and Ja will be replaced by Donovan Mitchell / Smart with Iggy if I can pull them, or Ja upgraded on Tuesday, and he's got about a 500,000 MT. So rating out of 10, this is another very good squad. I'm gonna give it about the same rating because Ja Morant, you said, is gonna be upgraded by Donovan Mitchell or Smart. Once you do that, I think your team will get a little bit better, but I'm gonna give this squad actually like a 9.25. I think it's a little bit better than the last squad, so I'm gonna give it like a 9.25, maybe a 9.5, especially if you get a guy like Ja Morant. Right, if you get the pink diamond Ja, I think that'll make this lineup a lot better. And then maybe you even get Danny Green, or you just get like Zach LaVine, if you get a better shooting guard, for example, like Iggy, or if you get Victor Oladipo. So that would probably be my only suggestion, is get Victor Oladipo for a guy like Marcus Smart. He is expensive, maybe a little bit overpriced, so I'd wait till Tuesday. Once we get some other cards, maybe Victor's price will drop. You can either go Danny Green or you can go Victor Oladipo. That's the only position I would really upgrade other than Ja Morant, because I know you are going to upgrade him with probably the pink diamond version or Donovan Mitchell. But other than that, yeah, I would just get if you're gonna get Iggy, obviously get Iggy, but I would maybe recommend trying to go after Victor Oladipo or Danny Green. Looking at the next team here comes in from Francisco. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. He's got 450,000 MT, looking to build the best team for unlimited run / online wins for Iggy. He's willing to spend 50,000 MT on any new position, and he's also looking for some better lineup adjustments. So looking at the squad, giving this a rating out of 10, I would say it's definitely not as good as the last squads, but I'd still say it's a pretty decent team. I'm gonna go 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I think the first players I would want to upgrade are going to be the Jimmy Butler and the Kawhi Leonard. There's really not that many shooting guards or small forwards in the game, but one guy I definitely recommend for small forward is either going to be Jeremy Shohan or AK-47. AK-47 definitely being the better small forward, so I would 1000% recommend him over Kawhi. Then I think you've got good small forwards, good power forwards, and good centers. Now we kind of need to work on that starting shooting guard position. You said you only want to spend 50,000 MT on a new position, which I would do for AK-47. If you want to spend a little bit more MT though, right, either get that Danny Green that comes out tomorrow, grind out, or go after Zach LaVine, go after Victor Oladipo, but I know those guys are really expensive. But those are really my only suggestions. I like Smart, I like D Mitch. A very solid team, but if you can get AK over Kawhi, I think that will be a big upgrade, and then look to get either Zach LaVine, Victor Oladipo, Danny Green, those sorts of players on Tuesday when the market does drop a little bit. But very good looking team overall. Next squad here comes in from BroForDang Bro. He's got 50,000 MT minimum. Iggy and Donovan are on the way. So I know a lot of people are grinding for Donovan, and a lot of people are grinding for Iggy as well. Looking at the squad though, for a rating out of 10, we got the pink diamond Derrick Rose, Kawhi Leonard, Banchero, Tyson Chandler. a little bit worse than the last team, but kind of similar. So I'm gonna give this like a 7 to 7.5 out of 10, probably a 7, just because like Jaw at the 2, Robert Reed, I mean, they're very solid cards, but we definitely could upgrade them. With 60,000 MT, the shooting guard position is definitely your weakest. So once again, this is kind of like what everyone wants to know, is like what shooting guards to get, and that's what they're trying to upgrade. So if you're grinding for Iggy, definitely grind for him. If you get Donovan Mitchell, you could run him at the shooting guard position as well, because on my starting lineup, I run Donovan Mitchell at the 2 and Derrick Rose at the 1. I think it's a fine backcourt as long as you have some good defenders around them. But tomorrow, once again, I think Danny Green's going to be a great budget option because he's an amethyst that's coming out tomorrow. He's going to be a super good shooter, super good defender, and he should be fairly cheap. So I would recommend getting him tomorrow. But other than that, I would look to maybe get Jalen Duren over Andre Drummond. I do like him a little bit more. I think he's just a little bit better of a center. Other than that, though, I like your point guards, Curry and Rose. I like Tyson Chandler. I like Banchero. Once again, you can maybe look at getting AK or Jeremy Shohan for Kawhi Leonard. I think they're both a little bit better of options. Looking at the next team here comes in from Dimwitty. He's no money spent, has 190,000 MT, probably picking up Blake and moving Noah to the backup 5. Once again, another very good team. D. Mitch, Victor, AK, Paulo. I love that 4 players. Joakim, I'm not the biggest fan of, but like you said, you're going to probably get Blake. And that would probably be my only suggestion, except for getting Steph Curry over John Stockton. In my opinion, I think Steph Curry Amethyst is a lot better than Stockton. I do like Stockton, but me personally, I would recommend getting Amethyst Curry, only like 20,000 MT, and then you'll still have enough to get Blake. Start Blake at the starting center, and then just move Joakim Noah to the backup 5. Overall, though, your team before those suggestions is probably like a solid 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5 after you get Curry and you do get Pink Diamond Blake. Looking at the next team here comes in from Tim. He's no money spent on current gen, currently at 130,000 MT. He's still grinding for Sabonis, but should have him this week. Looking at this squad here, I mean, you got Sabonis, a very good center. DeMarcus Cousins, pretty decent. This is another very solid team. I'm gonna go 8.5 out of 10. With 130,000 MT, I think we could probably upgrade this Chris Mullin position to, once again, Danny Green if he comes out tomorrow, or going after a guy like Victor Oladipo, right? If you have Sabonis, that's a very good starting center. Maybe for your backup, you could look to grind for Joakim Noah, but I think Boogie Cousins is really good. You have Paulo, you have AK, Zach. I like this team a lot. There's really not that many suggestions I would give you, except maybe trying to prove Chris Mullin, maybe going after Jeremy Shohan over a guy like Scotty Barnes. But other than that, a very solid team. Looking at the next team here comes in from Blocks. He's got 100,000 MT for his backup shooting guard. He's probably going to wait for that Amy Danny Green that did get leaked. That's what a lot of people are doing. For the rating out of 10 though, this is probably one of the weaker teams we've seen in this video. Still pretty decent, but I'm gonna have to give this like a 6.5. Maybe a 7 out of 10 at the most. I like that Curry. I like the Giannis. I like the Scotty, the LeBron, the Tyson Chandler. You have 100,000 MT. I would definitely recommend getting Danny Green at one of your shooting guard positions. Then what I'd recommend doing is getting Paolo Banchero. He's got to be somewhere in this lineup, whether that's starting power forward, you move Scotty Barnes to the backup small forward. That's what I'd recommend. Scotty Barnes over Kukoc at the backup 3. Get Paolo Banchero for your starting 4. And then maybe look for a better backup center, DeMarcus Cousins, right? Rudy Gobert. Those guys are all really good options. And then get Amethyst Danny Green for your starting point guard position. There's really not that many cards you can buy, but maybe go after Marcus Smart. So I'd say Marcus Smart, Paolo Banchero, Rudy Gay are all going to be very good upgrades for this squad. And then guys, looking at the last team here for the video, comes in from Krazy, pretty sure I had to pronounce his name. He's normally spent on current gen, just grinding Dom right now, waiting to add at least Ivy and the shooting guard card on Tuesday, probably Mark Williams, but I'm stacked on bigs, willing to spend some of my MT if I need upgrade, but really liking this squad. So he's liking this team that he does have, and it looks to be a very good team. Even got a really good like 11, 12, and 13th man. If you're kind of not wanting to spend MT, rating out of 10, I would say is probably like an 8 to 8.5. Very solid team. Not going to give too much suggestions because like you said, you don't really want to change the teams. I would maybe, like you said, try to add Ivy, try to add guys like Danny Green when they do come out tomorrow. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.